The 1904 World's Fair exhibit is up and running, and you can actually visit for free at the Missouri History Museum. It's just one of the many amazing things to do, see, and experience. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun. Joining us this afternoon is Adam Kloppe, public historian. Adam, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Of course. And this is one of the newest exhibits at the History Museum. How's the exhibit been going so far?
It's been great. You know, we've had lots of people coming out to learn about the history of the World's Fair and to learn a little about the history of St. Louis in general. So it's been really exciting to see families and all sorts of people coming in.
And this really is a cool piece of St. Louis history. I mean, what are some of the highlights that people can see once they step inside of the exhibit?
Oh my gosh. So the centerpiece of the exhibit is a scale model showing the entire fairgrounds. It's at about a 1 to 400 scale. So you're gonna be able to see every building that was there, and we're able to project down onto it like a modern day map of St. Louis too, so you can see exactly where some of these things sat at the fair. So that's really, really exciting. You know, every Christmas we're gonna be getting Judy Garland's dress from Meet Me in St. Louis, on display to help tell these stories. So we're just so excited, and you know, there's so much great stuff to see and do there.
Oh my gosh, well, I cannot wait to see the projections in real life. I haven't been yet, but I'm excited. I have to go. St. Louis, you have to go too. And help us get ready to get on out to experience this new exhibit at the History Museum. We have some trivia today. I have not seen the answers. This is real deal. We're gonna use true or false questions. So Adam, I'm gonna have you read the first one.
Sure, so the first question, true or false, St. Louis stole the Olympic Games from Chicago.
You know, that sounds true and very on brand, so I'm gonna give a thumbs up.
That is definitely true. You know, the story there is, you know, the 1904 Olympics, that was the third modern Olympics, right? It had been Athens, Paris, and then they wanted to be in the US.
Wow.
And a bunch of cities put in bids, and Chicago won. And the World's Fair was actually supposed to be in 1903. When it gets delayed to 1904, the fair organizers write to the Olympic Committee and say, hey, your first two Olympics didn't go so good. Maybe you want to see about changing this to St. Louis.
Okay,
and they did.
And hey, I like that. We have some bragging rights
That's
there.
right.
Which kind of leads us into our next true or false question. The 1904 Olympics in St. Louis had more international participation than modern Olympic Games.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say true, only because you just said the first two didn't go that well. They were like, yeah, let's pump this up. Everything got delayed. It gave more people time to participate, make travel plans. So I'm gonna say it's true.
I'm sorry, it is not true. That one is false.
Oh no, that was a good trick question.
It is. You know, there were about 650 athletes who were here in St. Louis as part of these Olympic Games. About 90% of them were American athletes. St. Louis was it was harder to get to in 1904, right? If you're coming from Europe or something, it's a ship and then a train or another ship up from New Orleans, right? But you know, you compare that to the games today, there's 10,000 athletes in Paris right now. Only about 5% of them are from France. So like, think about that. You know, 90% of these games here
Okay,
are American.
when you think about it that way, Adam, like, that makes so much sense.
Right, yeah.
I like that. Okay, but that's a cool fun fact.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, St. Louis would have been pretty hard to get to.
Yeah, it was tough.
In the middle of the USA. You know, throwing it out there. Okay, next question. I'm gonna let you read this one.
All right.
'Cause I don't know.
The St. Louis Olympics were the first Olympics with gold, silver, and bronze medals.
That one's hard. Ooh. I'm gonna say false. Is it true?
It's true.
Dang.
Yeah, St. Louis was the first one with gold, silver, and bronze medals awarded to the Olympic athletes.
That kind of set the tone.
Yeah, it's a huge thing, right? It's, you know, gold, silver, and bronze is the standard that we all think of today when you're thinking about athletic competitions. But St. Louis was the first place to do it. And St. Louis had other important firsts too. It was actually the first games where an African-American Olympian finished on the podium. George Pogue won 2 bronze medals in track events.
Now that is pretty neat. Okay, that's some pretty neat St. Louis history, some St. Louis Black history there. I like that. Okay, let's do the next question.
All right.
I'm nervous now. We're not doing too hot.
So the 1904 Olympics were considered the most well-organized Olympic Games to date. That one's false too. Yeah, no, these
They
games
weren't well organized.
No, they were kind of a mess. There's really no event that demonstrates that better than the Olympic Marathon in 1904. It was run, in St. Louis in August, in not like today, August, like heat August in St. Louis, But they ran it mostly on gravel roads out in St. Louis County. They did not close down those roads to traffic.
That sounds terrible.
Right, there's cars, there's carts, and horses kick up dust. Several runners have to be hospitalized. The guy who organized that event thought of himself as a scientist, so he thought, what better place to test dehydration on the human body than during the Olympic marathon? He set up 2 water stations for the entirety of the...
That sounds terrible.
Right. One guy was doing so badly, they had to give him a mixture of egg whites, strychnine, and brandy just to get his muscles firing to keep him moving.
Thank you for the visual.
Yeah. Hey, it's after lunch.
Right, exactly. Well, St. Louis, we have one more question, but we're running out of time. So we're going to leave this one for you guys to answer, maybe think about and ponder as you go experience the 1904 World's Fair exhibit at the Missouri History Museum. Last question. Boxing and freestyle wrestling made their Olympic debut at the 1904 Games. I'm letting you guys know right now, I do not know the answer, and I'm putting you to the test. Check out the Missouri History Museum. You can visit them online at mohistory.org. Plus, you can give them a follow on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and on TikTok. Adam, thank you so much for joining me. And St. Louis, you gotta go check out the exhibit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.